Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial, and today we're on the Coast Guard Cutter Lilac, which is a lighthouse tender built in the 1930s. She is the oldest and most complete lighthouse tender still left, and the only one of the three still in existence that's open as a museum ship. Now this winter, she's at Cadell Shipyards, where we previously visited to see USS Slater go into dry dock, and she's getting some work done before she reopens again Memorial Day weekend and stays open until October. There's a link to her website down below so you can see what her hours will be, and I highly recommend going out and visiting. As a lighthouse tender, Lilac's job was to resupply lighthouses, light ships, and other aids to navigation with what they needed, and then to do the maintenance work on them. And this involved everything from bringing food and fuel out to delivering their mail. You'll notice that from other videos we've done, like the ones we filmed on the Coast Guard Cutter Taney when she went into dry dock at Curtis Bay, Taney is a completely different color than Lilac. So why do ships come in all sorts of different colors? With the Coast Guard in particular, there are three main duties that Coast Guard cutters are doing, and each one comes with a different color. So icebreakers tend to have red hulls. Buoy tenders and other ships that maintain aids to navigation tend to have black hulls. And Coast Guard cutters that are doing law enforcement missions, like the high endurance cutters, tend to have white hulls. In fact, these Coast Guard cutters doing law enforcement duties maintain the original livery of the U.S. Navy. So, during the age of wooden ships, it was very common for ships to have black painted hulls and then white stripes along the gun ports, and that's how you could tell they were warships. Or, in American service, it was white stripes. British service, you usually had yellow stripes called Nelson Checker. You might also see blue or red stripes depending on the nation and the ship. So there were these visual cues to tell what nation different ships belonged to. Now, it became so fashionable to have that Nelson Checker that you even see merchant ships and whaling ships and whatnot having that by the end of the age of sail. With newer steel ships and steam-powered vessels, the color code gets updated, and the old painting the gun ports thing goes out the window, and different countries tend to paint their hulls in different colors, and there are actually international codes and regulations to what each navy was going to paint their ships in peacetime. Of course, in wartime, you could always paint camouflage, and what their merchant ships were going to be painted as. So each of the various merchant lines had a different color scheme. And so you guys have heard of the U.S. Navy during this new Navy age of steel-powered ships as being the Great White Fleet. That is because the American livery during this time was for white hulls with buff or tan superstructures above the main deck, which you still see on many Coast Guard cutters today. The U.S. Navy enters the game a little bit late, and so they don't get the best color. On a coal-fired ship, white hull is very terrible. But different navies had different color schemes that they applied, and usually the funnels are painted one color and the superstructure and the hull are painted different colors, so you can tell them apart. And you still see this to a certain extent on ships today, like military sealift command ships still have stripes painted along the funnel to indicate what they are, whereas the rest of the ship is painted gray. They look like Navy ships, except for those stripes to tell you that they are actually civilian run. And so Coast Guard cutters being used for various jobs also have distinctive paint schemes, much like police cars have distinctive paint schemes. And so buoy tenders like Lilac tend to have black painted hulls because they're working boats. They get hit by stuff. They're picking these big buoys up out of the water, and those things are swinging around in the air, and they're going to end up with dings and divots on the decks and the hulls. And this is the same reason why many tugboats you see also have black painted hulls. It really hides that, whereas a white painted hull shows all your sins. What is your favorite paint scheme for ships? Is it some of the weird camouflage schemes you see during World War I and World War II? Is it some of the liveries of the various passenger lines and other shipping lines? Or one of the Coast Guard paint schemes? Let us know in the comment section down below. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State, and also from a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves. If you would like to support someone after watching this video, consider supporting the Coast Guard Cutter Lilac, the only ship of her type that is open as a museum ship. So there's a link in the description below so you can donate to her. And if you'd like to support Battleship New Jersey, you can support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing so more people find out about our channel and the museum. Thanks for watching.